It's Brandi from Valor with Brandi, and I am here at Prima Beauty Supply and Lash Bar. Today I'm going to be interviewing Whitney, the owner and proprietor. See ya!
Welcome back to Babylon with Brandi.
Introductions, Whitney. What we typically do is icebreakers, but I didn't send any icebreakers because we got so many questions to ask you.
Okay.
We are excited to have you.
Okay. Is this recording?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that was just a disclaimer.
No, we record. I mean, we could edit, but we on now.
Okay.
All right. So, what I wanted to ask, my first question to you is, what were you doing prior to becoming a business owner?
So prior to becoming a business owner, I was in college, a broke college kid, and I really didn't have any direction of where I wanted to go. I mean, I was in college because I knew that's what you were supposed to do, is go to college. But it hit me that I just started doing lashes because I like to get my lashes done. Okay. And I'm not into beauty at all. I can't do hair. I can't do none of makeup or none of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So the girl who did my lashes was like, you should do lashes. So I took one of my refund checks and got a lash class, and literally it's been history ever since.
Wow. Yeah. What school were you attending?
I was attending Northern Illinois University. I started for my nursing degree, but I ended up with child development as my actual degree.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool. So now everybody had lots of questions, so I tried to get the best ones.
Okay.
What made you decide to use grants to open your business? Like, how did you discover grants?
Ever since I was younger, I have never been a fan of paying people back. I like to get the money. I don't like to pay the money back. Okay. And also, I like credit. My credit is good, but it's just like it's just too much into having to deal with credit, business credit. So I'm like, I know for a fact it's free funding out here because I used to look for grants for school. Gotcha. So I used to run across business grants all the time, but I didn't have a business at the time. So I'm like, hey, so when I end up getting my first grant, I'm like, you sure I don't gotta pay this back? Like, you sure I don't gotta pay this back? Right. So once I learned it, and I learned that I'm able to use basically everything on the same grant as the answers. So I'm like, okay, yeah, grants out the way. I really do not like business credit. I don't like paying people back.
Okay, so you're not a business credit fan.
No.
Grants all the way.
All the way. Yes.
Okay, got it. So let me ask you this. I know you said that you got into lashes because of your lash tech.
Correct.
But how do I ask this? Was the beauty supply store and the lash bar your first choice for a business, or was it something else?
So beauty bar was my first choice. So doing lashes, I always had to pay people booth rent. I always had to pay the whole classes. I just became like super, super popular. So I'm like, people need to be paying me this. I'm paying somebody else booth rent. So it was only supposed to be a beauty bar at first. Then, as you guys know, we're located in Bridgeport, which is 35th and Halsted, which is a predominantly white neighborhood. Yes. And it's not beauty supplies nowhere. So they used to go all the way east to Giles, miles away, just to get beauty supply products. So I'm like, we need a beauty supply in Bridgeport. It's a need for it. I was housing 10 people who need it. And then people walking in the community always thought we had products.
And they would be stopping in.
Yep. So so the location became available, and I'm like, this is perfect. And it literally just clicked. Like, I'm going to put it right here. And a lot of people probably wouldn't have put it here because it's not a lot of black traffic. But I feel like I filled it. I filled a need.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And now let me ask you this. Did you have any, I know you said that it was people that objected or were saying like, I don't know if you should open it right there. Correct. Because of the ethnicity.
Correct.
And the cultures in the neighborhood.
Correct.
My question to you is, opening a beauty supply store in general, we know that that's not necessarily our culture that has beauty supply stores. Did you feel any type of like intimidation or any type of nervousness around opening a beauty supply store, considering it's not a black thing?
No, I actually played on that. I played on the fact that it's not a lot of black-owned beauty supplies, and I played on the fact of the products that was in the beauty supplies. So that's why my beauty supply mainly, at this point, we're 90% only black-owned products. Okay. So I feel like just me, when I think, whatever you're thinking, think bigger. Right. So I'm like, I'm going to open a beauty supply in a predominantly white, but I'm going to only sell mainly black products in my beauty supply. And people probably think, that's crazy. There's no demand for right there. But it was, and it is.
Yeah, because I just a Mexican woman just came in just now, and she literally didn't want to leave, looking at all the products and everything. Yes. So yeah, that's for sure.
A lot of people don't know that a lot of Black products are very universal. Just because it's Black owned does not mean it's not for any other culture is well owned either. So yeah, she came in and she loved her product, her Black owned products that she bought for her hair.
For sure.
Hey everybody, it's Whitney with Prima Lash and Beauty Supply and also Prima Lash and Beauty Bar. Come check us out to get all your beauty services and all your beauty products. In our beauty supply, we have delivery, pickup, and shipping. And for our beauty services, we offer everything you need. So come in and get some great vibes.
This won't air during because tomorrow you have a master class happening.
Correct.
But the master class will be gone by the time this airs. But I still want you to tell me about it because I know that it's gonna be popular. Yeah. So tell me about your master class. What is it? What are we doing? What's happening there?
So it's just basically like a business one-on-one class, how to start, how to grow, and how to maintain your business. I feel like a lot of people push like, oh, just start your business. But once you get in business, it's a whole nother thing. And yeah, now I'm in business and I'm stagnant. How do I grow? So it's a lot of different aspects. Me being in it, I understand every single level. I have been in it started, I have been in it wanting to grow, I have been in it stagnant. So that's really what I want to teach. And then my main thing for this one, I'm going to talk about logos, legalization. I'm going to talk about everything, but I really want to teach my students how to fish on their own. Okay. Because I see a lot of people coming to me like, can you do my EIN? Can you do my LLC? I'm like, you just had a business though. Don't you know how to do it? And she's like, no, I paid somebody $500. I said, well, you're going to pay me $1,000. You need to join my class so I can teach you how to do it on your own. As well as just a lot of different other avenues, text message marketing, email marketing. One of my big ones is TikTok. I literally was intentional on TikTok for 2 days and I hit 1 million views. And I've been going viral ever since, and it's been about 3 months now. So I know literally what to put in your videos, what people want to see, the authenticity in your videos to make people want to buy, want to follow your community, want to just be around you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm literally teaching all the gems in my master class. It is, one is this Sunday, the other one will be March 5th. Okay. But I'm going to keep it going because I feel like for $50, my consultations are more expensive than that. Like for $50, I'm literally giving this information away because I want people to grow with it.
Right. Now tell us about your grant list. I'm a subscriber to the grant list, of course. But
do you get the updated ones?
I do.
Okay.
She asked everybody, and I heard you asking people that during the grant opening. Yeah. I guess my question is, what made you decide? So we hear this word all the time, gatekeeping. Yeah. You're far from that. Okay. That's not what you do at all. So how did you brace yourself or make the choice to say, I want everybody to know about this and to create a list? And not only did you create a list, you're literally updating it with the exact same grants that you apply for all the time. Yes. How did you come to know that that's what you wanted to do?
At first, I didn't know that it was a need for it. So I just knew I was good at it. People would ask here or there. I actually gave one of my friends a grant for totally free. And she's like, I had $2,000. And I'm like, okay, that's when it really clicked to me like, hey, people can use this. So I started giving out the grants. And I'm like, I find so many of them. And some of them I just personally don't qualify for. But it's somebody in this world who would qualify for them. So I'm like, I'm going to give a grant list. I'm going to update the grant list. And like just give people this free funding. I know a lot of people like push business credits, which I love. Do what you do, but I just feel like it's a lot of free funding. People are trying to give money away. For Prima, my personal business, we give out $500 a month in the Prima Billionaire Grant, and we're looking to throw money at businesses who need it. Yeah. So I just really want to gauge that gap between the two. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go forward as well too. Starting within the next month, I'm gonna start out sending a series of emails. I know I do it on TikTok and I give grant tips or do videos on why you're not getting applied, why your application may be wrong. But I'm literally gonna send that out in an email. So as you get the updated grants, you're gonna get emails on how to apply
tips and tricks and stuff too.
To your email.
To get approved.
Correct.
Awesome, because my friend, she called me this morning and said, I don't care what you do, make sure you ask her this question. So I'm going to do that. She said, with applying for grants, what's the best way to apply with the likelihood of getting approved? Should you be applying as like a sole proprietor, as an LLC? What's the best way to do that?
I feel like that one, whatever your business is legalized as or classified as, it really doesn't matter. Versus what matters more is the grant writer, or not the grant writer, the grant giver wants to see that your business gives an impact. A lot of people on grants say like, oh, I need the money because my bills are late, or I need inventory, and we all do. They want to see that your business is making a change, that you are giving an impact to the community, that you are standing out. So once they see in your application you are a passionate business owner, your mission statement is to the T, then that's when they will want to fund, and they see that you put effort in your application. When I was going through my applications for the people with the Fisherman Grant, I can literally tell, okay, you really don't care. You just apply. Oh, okay, you caught me. Oh, you really caught me. Okay, and the passion behind it. Yeah, it's what you say in it. And a lot of them don't ask for essays with just short answers. Right. So just get a very tight knit business mission. What are you in it for? You can't be in it for the money. What drives you about this business? And once you really get your deep goal, that's what's going to connect you in the grant provider.
Nice. Okay, that was good. So I hope my friend was able to pull from that.
Okay. What's up? It's Ari from Benny's Beats, and I want you to check out Babbling with Brandi every Friday on Apple Podcasts.
Tell me what you think. What is the very, I guess in the shortest way you can, what is the very first thing you need to have to apply for a business grant?
What is the first thing you need to
that
have?
a person should have outside of a business?
I was just about to say. People be like, oh, I'm telling you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I already know what you're about to say. People, I want to get a business grant. Don't got business the first. They just want to be doing something.
Okay. Go ahead. What's your question?
The outside of having a business and having like the LLC or whatever set up, what's the next thing? The one thing that you would say that a person absolutely needs to have?
You need to have your business structured correctly. So when I look at business grants, and I know how people look at mine, your email, your website, like, yeah, you're coming to me, Tasha Anderson, but I want to see, is this business for real? So I'm going to go search your social media. I'm going to go search your website. I'm going to really look on Google reviews and things just to see if you're real, what people saying about your business. So just having, I think, that community, not really community presence, but just making sure your business is out there. I'm able to Google you. I'm able to look up you on social media. You should be on all avenues on social media promoting. I think that is the main thing as well, too. Actually, before the business mission impact one, you really need to make sure. A lot of people don't have emails. It's just
business phone numbers.
Not even necessarily a business phone, because if I could call you, I could get in touch with you. That matters. But I think website and a business social media, because people jump to that. You need to
have a presence on the internet.
A presence on social media.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. So
or a presence really on any platform. It don't have to be social media. Google, Yahoo, Bing.
Let me be able to Google you.
Yeah.
I need to be able to. The grant provider needs to be able to find you on the internet.
Yeah. You want to make sure like you have a real business, and we see even if it's, you don't even have to have the most biggest business, but we want to be able to find you. You can't be a ghost.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I get that. So I guess so now I just want to get into some questions. Just a little bit more intimate, but not nothing. Okay. Not nothing too.
It
tough.
doesn't matter how much money you make. These days, one income is just too close to none. Over the years, I've taken my chances on quite a few side hustles, and I like to share them with you. Check out the 6-Minute Side Hustle over on Patreon.com, and you can learn about all the side hustles I've done over the years, the ones I'd recommend, and even the ones I plan on trying in the future. Together, we can learn some brand new things. Many of them you don't even have to leave the house for. Now, if you know me, you know making money from my desk is my love language. Each level on my Patreon page will get you access to more content that can uplift your spirits and deepen your pockets. Be sure to check out the 6-Minute Side Hustle each week on Babbling with Brandi's Patreon page. See you there.
How long has Prima been open?
This Prima has just had its 3rd year.
Third year
my first
anniversary?
one, yeah, my 3rd year anniversary.
Okay,
Yes.
nice. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What have you learned about yourself with starting Prima?
I have learned that I cannot be a perfectionist.
Okay.
I have learned that my words may not always come out right, so I have to talk in more of a professional way when speaking to others. I have learned self-care because I have put my business before any and everything to the point where I ended up in the hospital. So self-care is a huge one, and my last biggest one is really balance.
Okay.
Because that kind of plays along with self-care, but just balancing everything together. Oh my God, I feel like I'm doing a million things at once always, but balance it out and just making sure I understand when I have to stop, when I have to go. And that's super important, and business owners don't realize that.
Yeah. I'm glad that you brought that up because I forgot to write this question down. I know that you have a business partner.
Correct.
Right? How do you guys split the duties up, I guess?
So we are total opposites, which is perfect. So I told you guys at the beginning, I really don't know how to do beauty or anything like that. I am good with business.
Okay.
She is good, so she actually does lashes. Her name is Diamond. She's my oldest sister.
Okay.
And she actually does lashes.
Okay.
So she does lashes, lash classes, things like that. I taught her maybe 4 years ago. I taught her and brought her into the business. So she handles the beauty bar side. She's good with that. She's always there. So she's the perfect one to run it and everything like that. She has an eye for what to promote, the beauty trends and things like that. With me, I'd rather be behind a computer you on an LLC and EIN. So we actually perfectly mesh. It's a plus that she's my sister and I'm keeping it in the family. So that's how we perfectly mesh. And as well, my little sister, she's coming in. She has Prima Skin and Beauty. She's an esthetician.
Oh, wow.
So it's a family affair. I just want Prima to just be all them.
That's exciting and beautiful to hear. That's what I'm trying to do as well.
Oh, I see.
So I guess so I heard you say about the self-care.
Correct.
Now, and I also heard you say that you would improve professionally and personally as far as speaking, right? You said that you don't always that you weren't always you felt like speaking in the most professional manner and stuff like that. Well, how did you overcome that?
I put myself in their shoes. So even though I felt like I was talking regularly and sternly, I put myself in the shoes what if somebody was talking to me like that? I wouldn't like that. So that have helped me as well too. And I have compassion as well because I want them to be as much passionate about my business as they are, with being in the business.
Right.
So I just feel like with time and just each situation, let's just say I come across something that may be, a little spicy, I catch myself before I speak, and then I think about what I want to say, and then I execute.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it has really helped. It's the small little breathing little things you do.
Yeah.
And I be very mindful about how I speak to people. Yeah, and what I say. So it has really worked. And that's a big thing because I talk to so many people. I'm over so many people. I never want them to say she's not a good owner. She mean. Yeah, because it's really never being mean. It's just how you would do it in your business. So you just want somebody to be do it like you love it.
Yeah. And I can commend you for that. We actually, when we came to your grand opening the other day, we went to lunch around the corner, and I said, she is very humble and sweet. Yeah. And that's to be commended because you're doing an amazing thing at a really young age. And we could tell that you're not full of yourself. Yeah. So that's good.
I still feel like what's so crazy, completely transparent moment, I still feel like the same little girl in college. I have not hit that. How people will see you they'll be scared to speak to you or something like that. In my head, I'm the same little girl doing lashes, even though I'm not. But I have always said within this business, I'm going to keep my pure heart. That's because good. I know a lot of people, it snatches people's hearts right out their chest. So that's one of my goals, and I'm happy I'm still here and still in it.
I can totally appreciate that. So my next question is, we talked about self-care. You said that you do self-care. Now, I follow you on social media, and I know that you can turn up. So, I guess my question to you is, what do you do for self-care, and how often are you stepping to the side to do self-care?
Okay, so I know you say I be turning up. That's one of the things I want to get away from.
Really?
Because I used to. My weeks be so busy, so I go out, I party. And then I be partying so hard, it's like I need a day or two to recover. So that's not really self-care. So that little burst of happiness really is not real happiness. So I really want to step back from the club scene. And little things for me, I love my showers. I love my Starbucks every day. Like today when we get done, I'm going to take my baby to Build-A-Bear and we're going to go to Chuck E. Cheese. This is something I'm actively working on every day. Getting self-care, but not including like alcohol in my self-care, not including like things like that. I want to get more like in tune. Not saying like on my like left eye stuff, Dr. Cindy stuff, but I just really want to get like more in tune with just relaxation, meditation, yoga. I don't Pilates, something because that club stuff will take you out. I'm telling you.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is going to be I do believe my final question.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay.
What would be your advice
Okay.
to someone like you? Now, when I say that, what I mean is, the question sometimes is, what would you say to, what would be your advice to the 20-year-old you, this and that? That's not my question.
Okay.
My question is a young woman or a young man who is very much so interested in opening their own business, doing something very similar to what you're doing right now. What would be your advice to them?
I would tell them it starts with your mindset. That would be my absolute top. If you don't believe you can, then you're not going to execute it. So one would be mindset. Whatever you're thinking, think bigger. I had a goal for this year, and that goal was actually tripled. And I never believed in it. That's why it wasn't my goal. So that's first. And then you have to, my second biggest one is being resilient. Just because you start a business, life don't stop. Just because you start a business, people don't die. Just because you start a business, you don't stop having kids. So life happens actively like moving traffic. So you need to be able to bounce back from any and everything within your business. That's so important. I see so many people give up. I see so many people give excuses. I'm like, you need to be resilient. And then if I had to do one last thing, it would... I'm trying to think. What else would I tell somebody else who want to be my position?
Yeah. Like, what are you gonna say to those women tomorrow in the master class?
I would literally just say think big and go after it and do it and be a finder, be a fisher. That's the big one. Okay. I see a lot of people who want the answer and they get mad when people don't give them the answer and then they're gatekeeping. For me, if you don't give me the answer, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna go across the street, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, I'm going to find the answer. Just with my grants, I find the grants. A lot of people are like, I can't find the grants, I don't have time to find the grants. It's nothing you can give me that I cannot find the answer to. And that is just my mindset. So in this lifetime, be a finder. Don't go paying people $500, $600 to do your LLC. It's the easiest thing in the world if you type it in on Google.
So you say, be a finder, be a fisher.
Be a finder, be a fisher. Because if you're not, you always gonna wait for somebody else to feed you.
Listen, you told it right. That was good. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, Whitney, I want to thank you so much for allowing us to come and invade Prima Beauty today. Yeah. I know that it was a lot with the setup and everything, but I truly appreciate you. I think what you're doing is amazing. Thank you. I can certainly appreciate you as a young black woman out here trying to uplift the community and making a change and being fearless. And that's an amazing thing. And I want to thank you so much for choosing Babbling with Brandi as your second podcast. We're going to make sure to feature you for the Women's History Month. You're going to be featured, and I want you to be open to speaking to us again in the future.
I am totally open, and I want to say thank you for just believing in me and my brand, even having me here. Like, I still, as you guys can see before I got here, I had to be resilient and get it together. I was biting my nails, but deep down in my heart, thank you, because I want other people to hear it. I want other people to get inspired by it, and I want other people to know it's like still humble people out here to talk to you and give you advice. So don't ever think it's not.
Okay, for sure. Thanks you guys so much for listening and being a part of the Babbling with Brandi brand. And until next time, see ya.
See ya.